Over the years, advances in medicine have led to countless improvements in people's daily lives. Still, as a new exhibit at YSU shows, it hasn't always been pretty.
It's like one of those things that borderline makes people uncomfortable, but at the same time intrigues them.
Today we give you a look into how a student is combining medical history and art in the new YSU.
The new YSU is brought to you by Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I definitely would say probably the glass eyes are my favorite.
Youngstown State University senior Ashley Vaughn is taking the macabre and turning it into art. Her Extract and Augment exhibit features photos of medical equipment used for body augmentation.
It's kind of like a play on if you had the ability to change something or, change some kind of physicality of you. It's a play with these medical artifacts to think about, like, if you were able to extract and augment something.
The exhibit, which will run through the year, features Vaughn's photographs alongside their various subject matter. The artifacts all came from the Melnick Medical Museum, housed inside YSU's Cushwa Hall.
The Melnick Medical Museum was started by Dr. John Melnick, who was a radiologist here in Youngstown and loved history, local history, the history of the park, and also medical history, and he collected medical artifacts for most of his professional life. And when he retired, he wanted to share his collection with the community, and so he worked with YSU to bring that collection to a place where it could be seen by the public.
Vaughn contacted Cassie Nesper, the curator of the Melnick Medical Museum, to use the museum's items for a class project.
We don't have to use these artifacts only to learn about medical history. They can be appreciated for the beauty of themselves as artifacts.
While going through the museum's collection, Vaughn found many items of interest, like this pair of ophthalmologist's glasses.
One of the things that I like about this object is like the numbers and just the repetitive line patterns. And I wear glasses, so that's like one of those things that I think to myself, if I could augment, who needs glasses? Today you want blue eyes, you've got blue eyes.
After the project was completed, Nesper approached Vaughn with the idea of creating the exhibit.
But it took a lot of time, but I think the product was really great.
Once I saw what was available to me, it kind of inspired different ways that I can look at these things or highlight them with how I put them in the picture frame.
We tried to highlight the prosthetic devices that she used in the display cases, and then just kind of supplement those with some of the other equipment that you would find in a hospital or maybe a doctor's office.
This case in particular, what I really liked is this photo in the center. This project originally was a black and white photography project, and so I really liked this image particularly for its formal qualities.
A photo of one of Nesper's favorite items is in the exhibit, a pair of shoes attached to a set of leg braces given to a child with polio.
And if you look very closely, you can see the way that he wore certain areas of the shoe because of probably the way he walked. For instance, the entire, on the right shoe, the top of it by his toe, the rubber is completely worn away.
When you start to treat these objects like objects that you would use in like a still life, it lends itself to doing a really awesome display.
Vaughn says she has somewhat mixed feelings about so many people seeing her project.
It's a huge honor. It's kind of intimidating, but at the same time really exciting.
But she hopes those who do will learn to view day-to-day items from a different light.
Whether it's biology or photography, it's you're making something, and so I think that that's kind of neat.